Hello Internet, welcome back to my YouTube channel. You all know the bit by now. In today's video, I'm going to be turning 5 scientifically accurate dinosaurs into movie monsters by giving them what I like to call the Jurassic Park treatment. Much like last week, 2 of the animals in today's video were suggested to me by a commenter. Thank you, Mr. The Big Al Guy. I appreciate your suggestions, and anyone else who wants to leave a suggestion down below, feel free to do so. Anyways, enough waffling. From today's lineup, we have Concavenator, Acrocanthosaurus, Sarcosuchus, Hatzegopteryx, and Macrothorax. Without wasting any more of your time, let's get into it. Let's go. The first dinosaur on our list today is Concavenator corcovadus, living in what is now Spain 125 million years ago, and is one of the smallest members of the Carcharodontosaurid family. Described in 2010, Concavenator is unique for having what is a sail-like hump shark's fin on the base of its tail. It's still not yet known what that was used for, though. Next up on our list, we have another Carcharodontosaurid, Acrocanthosaurus, living in the same time as Concavenator in Texas 125 million years ago. Acrocanthosaurus continues the trend of having long spines and having tall neurospines, which are believed to be muscle attachments to bring down his preferred prey of likely Tenontosaurus and small sauropods. And on a personal note, is one of my favorite drawings this episode. Sarcosuchus is the third animal on our list today, discovered in North Africa, somewhere around Nigeria, and living 133 million years ago. Sarcosuchus was, for the longest time, believed to be the largest crocodilian ever recorded. Modern estimates have brought it down to around 2,000 to 3,000 kilograms in weight, but it's still pretty big. The fourth animal on our list today is Hatzegopteryx, discovered in the Hatzeg Island and living from 70 to 66 million years ago. Hatzegopteryx is in the top 3 spot for largest asdarchids to ever exist. Macrothorax is the 5th and final dinosaur on today's list. Currently believed to be the largest megaraptor ever found, and Maip was discovered somewhere around Argentina. I'm not quite sure, Wikipedia doesn't tell me. And the name Macrothorax means, hold on, let me check. The shadow of death that kills with the cold wind. Man, that's a slam dunk of a name if I've ever heard one.
Brief little intermission. We're going to get into the movie monsters now. If you made it this far, we're roughly halfway through. Thank you so much if you stuck around. Refill your drink, grab another snack, get comfy.
For this episode of the series and all subsequent episodes from this point forward, I'm going to be giving the movie monsters better poses, for lack of a better word. The Concavenator is probably one of the better ones in this episode, although to be fair, I think a lot of the movie monsters are kinda duds. They're not bad, but they're not my favorites. And I honestly didn't alter too much. I basically just shrink wrapped this thing, gave it some extra osteoderms, a lot of quills, and, made him spikier. Other than that, not too much to say about this one, just another one of this series, I suppose. But I'd like to point out that I made his arms more built, as if he went to the gym. I don't remember why I gave it that detail, I just thought it'd be funny. With Acrocanthosaurus, I wanted to take the already existing tall spine build and add on that. I wanted to give it more of a buffalo hump. I give a lot of my stuff buffalo humps, actually, now that I think about it. And a detail I thought would be interesting is if I gave it sort of a club-like tail, not in the sense of an ankylosaur, but just a lot of osteoderms that condensed and solidified on the end of the tail, much like the spikes you see on the tail of the Disney Carnotaurus. Not too much else to say, just the recording didn't work, so all you see is the coloring phase. Man, I gotta tell you, Sarcosuchus was a bit of a pain to finally nail down what pose I wanted, because at this point, I liked the pose, but the head was too big. So I had to fix the rest of the body, and the pose is just a bit too sprawled and looks weird, so in the digital work I patched that up, and now looking back on it, the head is too small again. Well, it's not so bad. I really do like the design, just, as always, I have a couple nitpicks with it. Although the colors, I thought I'd do something interesting. I didn't want to just do a whole typical slap some green paint on it and call it a day. No. I wanted to do something special. I wanted to make it blue. And an added detail, I thought I'd give it the Caprasuchus horns to make it a bit more interesting because I was running out of ideas. Not quite sure what my reference was, I just sort of threw paint down where I saw fit. Now, Hatzegopteryx, I struggled so much with the pencil work because I couldn't get the pose right, and then I decided, hey, I'm going to make it fly. And then when I made it fly, it just looks like a paper airplane. So when you look at this, you're thinking, this isn't a movie monster. Correct, this isn't a movie monster. It's just a Hatzegopteryx in a flying pose, drawn poorly. So I had to stitch two images from Google together and redraw that digitally, and of course, the video file didn't save correctly, so now all you see is this pink vulture thingy. Still like it very much though. And to wrap off my recording troubles, my 8 macrothorax's pencil drawing came out all blurry. I think it might have been out of focus, but I couldn't refocus time lapse. So I decided, screw it, I'm just gonna cut it off here and draw it digitally. And I think the first 10 seconds didn't save because brilliant. But enough ranting aside. This is probably my favorite digital one so far in this episode, maybe the best, I'm not quite too sure. The color scheme, I just decided to rework the Indoraptor's colors, not too much, but, you know, to make it to where it's my own, instead of just blatantly ripping it off, and yeah. I hope you like them. I worked really hard on them.
After much hours, I'm finally done. Thank you so much if you've made it this far. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and leave another suggestion if you want to know what happens next. I always read the comments. I'm looking forward to see what you guys give me next. Anyways, that'll be all. See ya!